Real Housewives of New York City, they are back. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and get yourself subscribed to my channel so you know when new Real Housewives of New York City reviews are posted. And if you're returning here, welcome back, bitches. It is time to review some Real Housewives of New York City. It's been a long freaking 2 weeks. I'm so excited for new Housewives content. First, we've got some new taglines, y'all. This is the first time in Housewife history that taglines were changed halfway through the season. So I've got two favorites, Dorinda's and Luann'S. I'm living for their new taglines. So Dorinda's is like a mint in my mouth. I can be a bit fresh. And then Luann'S is, I rise above the drama and won't settle for the lower level. Like a warm blanket. I love it so much. But let's just say this. Anyone else realize that the sound quality, it's a bit off? Yeah, it sounds a bit muffled, echoey. It's not the best quality, so I'm pretty sure that it was recorded in their houses during quarantine. And now we're down to 5 wives. So Tinsley has officially exited the building. And honestly, I'm so pissed off. I thought I was going to be right. I really thought that they were going to make Elise the next housewife and give her a tagline and give her an apple, and I was wrong. So there's just so much that happened. It's been 2 weeks. So much happened. We have their quarantine confessionals. We have the Halloween episode, the Halloween party. So much to talk about. So let's just start unloading. Halloween is still here, y'all. So we open up the episode with Luann, Leah, and Dorinda shopping for their costumes for Luann's big Halloween party. And Dorinda is still talking about Tinsley. I don't know why, girlfriend. She is gone. Let it go. Like, Dorinda, I don't want to hear you talk about Tinsley at all. You've got your wish. She's gone. Drop it. And Dorinda is very upset with Ramona because of what happened the last episode when Ramona dragged Dorinda and Sonia to the party planning warehouse and didn't ask for any of their input. It wasn't a joint birthday party, and it was basically promotion for the dude to get photo ops of Dorinda and Sonia and Ramona. So Sonia just feels like she's been Ramona-sized. Like, she just feels like she was used and taken advantage of, and, it's all about Ramona. Ramona. Self-involved. Classic Ramona. So Ramona meets with her matchmaker, and I just find the whole scene a little odd.
I actually went out with a billionaire. He came to my apartment. Oh, so what is this worth? Like $5 million? Oh, I can see you don't really need anyone.
The matchmaker asks Ramona, what would you rather have? Would you have love or do you want money? And Ramona answers with, I want a best friend. I want someone to make me laugh. And I'm like, okay, Ramona, is seeing the light, is really just kind of like understanding, there's more to life than just like money, and it's really about making a relationship. But then she says, but then I also want to go to Aspen, and I want to go here, and I want to go there, and I want to go to Rome, and I want to go to Italy, and I want to do this, that, yada, yada, yada. And it's kind of like Ramona wants her cake, and she wants to eat it too.
How about I want both? I want it all, girl. I want it. I've never settled for less. I only want more.
And Ramona says, I want it all. I want the lifestyle. I never settle for less. I always want more. And I mean, it's typical Ramona. I mean, Ramona is Ramona. She is self-absorbed. She's self-centered. It's all about her. And honestly, I don't necessarily know that she's gonna find love. I think that she's gonna be single. And I think that her attitude and her self-absorbedness and her lack of self-consideration is probably the reason why Mario left. Let's just be real. There, I said it. So Elise and Sonia have a nice dinner together, and it's nice to see Elise not with Ramona. And Elise finds out that Ramona purchased Sonia and her matching Halloween costumes, and it really hurt Elise's feelings because she didn't get Elise a matching costume. And she's like, I kind of thought that, you know, me and her were friends. Like, I don't really know what's, you know, going on. So Elise is very hurt because, you know, we'll dissect that in a minute. But Elise just feels her feelings are hurt because Ramona's not treating her like a friend. Ramona is the one that brought Elise onto the show. Like, Elise came on because Ramona wanted her here. And now Ramona's kind of like, I'm done with you. Bye, bitch. So we then move into Leah's scene with her ex-husband and her daughter, and they're all going down to Chinatown to get some Chinese food for dinner. And I like seeing Leah in this setting. It's nice to see a more personal level of Leah because Leah's my homegirl. And I also love that Leah is taking us to like a different part of New York. For the longest time, it's all been about Upper East Side, upper class, hoity-toity, snooty, and Leah's like giving us like that New York, Chinatown, downtown, the grit, the dirtiness of New York City, which I personally love. That's what I love about New York, that grit. And Leah is like bringing it to us. So they are having a nice family dinner, and I like how normal that their family unit is. Her and her husband are not together. Her ex-husband are not together, but you would never even know that. So it's very kudos to you, Leah. Like, that is good co-parenting, like having that normal family unit so your daughter doesn't turn out fucked up. But the zinger of the episode, it really does come from Leah's daughter, Kiki, because Leah is talking about how her mom kicked her out at 19 to her ex-husband, Rob. And her daughter goes, isn't 19 a little too old to still be living with your parents?
Isn't 19 kind of old to still live with your parents? Shouldn't you have moved out by then anyway?
Most people are in college at that time. So they're still being taken care of.
And why didn't you go to college?
It
Did
just
you not
wasn't.
get in or something?
No, I would have got please care.
Like, that's just a classic read. The library is open and Kiki reading is fundamental. Like, I love it. So it's time to break down the Halloween party. These decorations, y'all, are on another level. And Ramona brought Missy. We'll break that down in a second. Luann's ex-husband's ex-girlfriend. I don't really know. Like, fuck you, Ramona. Fuck you. So the decorations. There's brains, there's tombstones, there's gore, there's severed heads. It's just over the top. I love it. Great job, Luann. Sonia is drunk already. She got drunk with her hair and makeup team.
You always bring it, girl!
God, I need to have a drink and catch up with
You
you.
always bring it! What the
I need to.
This is like
Sonia,
Lady Gaga.
Sonia, have you gone ahead of us? Did I miss the
Oh, no, I'm
party?
drinking.
What do you think I was doing before I headed to the Halloween party? Getting lit with my hair and makeup team?
Jill Zarin is here. I am so excited. But Bravo, why'd you do her dirty like that? Referring to her as Luann's friend. Jill is an OG. Put some respect on that name. But Sonia, she has some very strong feelings about Ramona. Like, Ramona is doing people dirty left and right, and she is making a lot of enemies.
You know why I'm mad at you? Because every time I talk to you, you bring it back to you.
And why does Sonia keep saying, in your ear, in your rear?
In your ear, Ramona.
Like, what is that? But I will say Sonia looks a little creepy. The heavy, creepy makeup, and then the costume, and then the drunkenness, and it's a little too much to handle. But Sonia is calling Ramona out because Sonia is drunk and Sonia don't give a fuck. She is saying that it's not right that Ramona is treating Elise like shit. She's ignoring Elise. She is putting Elise at the bottom of the totem pole. It's just kinda shitty the way that Ramona is treating her so-called friend, Elise, that she invited to come on the show. I mean, it's just funny because now Ramona apparently doesn't need Elise because Ramona is in a better headspace. Remember at the beginning of the episode, Ramona was like a freaking train wreck and crying, I need a man to love me. I need a man to love me. And Elise was like, it's okay, honey. You're doing great, sweetie. Well, now Ramona is like back into like social climbing and she's fine and she don't need Elise anymore. And she's like, bye bitch, I don't need you. But in true Ramona fashion, Ramona scurries off when she is confronted by Elise and Sonia. And, you know, maybe Dorinda's right. Maybe that German word that she used to describe Sonia, maybe it's right. Maybe she's right. Dorinda was right all along. And maybe the real villain here is actually Ramona. But it actually was Dorinda. So maybe we're going to see a flip. Maybe Ramona is going to be like the villain this season. I don't know. Like, it just is funny. She wishes people well, but she doesn't want anyone to do better than her. And that's all there is to it. She's turned on Elise, and now Ramona keeps saying, I have 80 girlfriends. So it went from 60 to now it's 80. What are you doing, girl? Like,
Okay, I literally have 80 girlfriends.
bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
And Ramona really thinks that she's a good friend.
Because I'm a good friend.
Bitch, no you ain't. You are a shitty friend. You are a shitty friend. I would never want to be friends with you. You're mean. You're rude. And you're accusing Dorinda of being drunk. I mean, that's not a far reach. But Dorinda's far from being drunk. Like, don't accuse Dorinda of being drunk, bitch. But all through this party, y'all, Sonia is drunk. And drunk Sonia is the best Sonia. And Sonia is calling Leah a weirdo, but in a good way. In a drunken, I love you way. Because Leah and Sonia are artists. And artists are weird, and that's why she's calling her a weirdo. I don't know, it was a weird sort of moment, but they kind of like made up and they're on a good path now, so good. But Sonia is so drunk they needed to subtitle her.
Let's not be divisive. Let's be inclusive.
So let's go back to Ramona inviting Missy. So Missy, if y'all don't know, is Tom, Luann's ex-husband's ex-girlfriend. And it's just kind of like disrespectful. And Luann brings that up to Leah and Elise and Jill. And it's just like, it kind of hurts my feelings that Ramona doesn't even like give a shit and still brought her. Like, this isn't even Ramona's party. So she invited this person, Missy, to Luann's party. Like, on a scale of like 1 to like, you a bitch, she's on like, you a bitch. Like, that is so disrespectful.
Shots fired.
Ramona is so self-involved, and it's literally gotta stop. So basically this episode, we find out that all the ladies have officially had it with Ramona. They're over her antics. And I mean, for good reason. And then Elise, at the end of it, tries to comfort Ramona because all the ladies are gunning for Ramona because they're over it. And Elise tries to be a good friend. It's like, it's okay. Like, I still think you're fabulous. You look hot as hell. Like, do you need anything? And Ramona basically dismisses her. She's like, I'm going through a lot, Elise. Please leave me alone. Elise, I can't. Please, Elise, please. Bitch. I don't know. This whole thing, I think I need to see it play out more. I'm just glad the Housewives are back. But then everything ends with a classic Leah moment.
I don't know what's up with that. No, Leah. No.
Leah just keeps bringing me those classic moments. She makes the entire season. She really does. She makes the whole season. This is why Leah is the best. And why is Sonia cradling all of those creepy babies? And next week, y'all, we go back to the Berkshires and we go back to the fish room. Who's excited? I'm excited. And with that being said, we'll talk Real Housewives of New York City next week. I am so happy. I'm so happy, guys, that we actually got to hang out and talk about Housewives because my shirt's doing some weird shit. It's really one of my favorite things ever to talk about. So next week, I will be bringing you a brand new review of The Real Housewives of New York City. Don't forget to get yourself subscribed to my channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified when Real Housewives videos are posted. I don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta go. Bye, guys. Oh, and hit the give this video a big thumbs up. All right, I'm out. Bye, bitches.